Listen, keeping it real, this video is about manifestation. So if you don't believe that you can manifest your desires, I was going to say you should probably scroll, but you might just learn something, so stick around. But to those of you who are open to the idea, open to the belief that you can manifest your desires. Maybe you're currently in a place of doubting that and worrying about why your world around you doesn't seem to be changing or looking like you're going to get what you want. Well, this includes the law of assumption side of the world and the law of attraction. I'm talking to anyone who is open to understanding the truth that we are manifesting the world around us. Just saying. Okay. One of the most overlooked, ignored pieces of information in the manifestation communities. Now, I'm not saying it's ignored by the people making content. I'm saying it's ignored by most people. Is the how the manifestation will come. Now, your instinct might be like, girl, I already knew that. I knew that the how doesn't matter. I knew that I'm not supposed to wonder about the how. I'm not supposed to worry about the how. I already knew that. That's nothing new. I know it's nothing new, but quite frankly, it's the only time you feel like shit. It's the only time you feel bad. When you're listening to fearful, doubtful thoughts, when you're looking at reality and deciding from what you're seeing in 3D reality that this isn't working, doesn't look like I'm going to get what I want, or whatever you're listening to or judging your reality by, it's because you're a little concerned and focused on the how. Anytime we feel bad, we are thinking about shit that really doesn't matter. And don't get me wrong, I am not trying to invalidate how you feel, right? I know what it's like to be overly concerned about the how, because that was me. And I would allow myself to stay so attached to what is happening around me that I would let it dictate to myself who I believed I was. That was something that had to change. We have to get to the place of understanding, we are humans and we are going to have our human moments. They're going to happen, and that's okay. That's okay. But when we find ourselves so upset and frustrated because we just don't see change in our reality, we have to remember how all the original greats, all the originals. So I'm not referring to all the current coaches, gurus in the community, and that includes myself. I'm talking about all the originals. And by all, a couple of examples: Neville Goddard, obviously, Joseph Murphy, Ernest Holmes, Napoleon Hill, Genevieve Behrend, okay? And that's just to name a few. They all have multiple examples or multiple occasions of reminding us, don't concern yourself with the how. Now, as brought up in my channel membership last night on my YouTube channel membership, where we meet together every single week, one of our beautiful HBICs, which is what everyone is in my community, the head bitch in charge of their reality, just saying, brought up the fact that I think the reason why these authors, these gurus, these mystics consistently brought up that was because they probably struggled with it themselves, which makes a lot of sense. I know I make manifestation content, and I certainly have been concerned with, why isn't my reality changing? So I understand that. But I want to just give you a little taste. So I hope you stick around. I want to give you a little taste, just a few of the quotes from the authors I just listed, okay? The gurus, the original mystics. And they're not even the originals. They're just the ones that I'm thinking about in this, the previous century. This is Neville Goddard. Your father, I am, right? I am. That's your pure unadulterated consciousness. Reveals the first and last. I am the beginning and the end. But never does he reveal the middle or secret of his ways. That is, the first is revealed as the word, your basic desire. The last is its fulfillment, the word made flesh. The second or middle The plan of unfoldment is never revealed to man, but remains forever the Father's secret. Now, again, if you're new to my channel, by Father, by I am, it's what you believe it is. If it's the universe, higher power, source energy, moonbeams, or like countless others call it the universal mind, the universal spirit, the universe, okay? Pure unadulterated consciousness. More from Neville Goddard. You do not have to figure out how your desire will be fulfilled. The ways and means are not your concern. The principle itself knows how to accomplish it. Live in the end. Persist in the assumption that you already are what you want to be. You do not need to know how. Your only concern is to dwell in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Genevieve Berend. Your part is to faithfully picture the desire. Let go of the how and allow the universal mind to work out the perfect way. You do not need to know how your dream will come. That is not your concern. Your part is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and to hold the vision unwaveringly. Napoleon Hill. Do not be concerned as to how it will come about. Just know that when you are ready for a thing, it will make its appearance. The moment you adopt a definite major purpose and back it with a burning desire, the how will begin to reveal itself. Success comes to those who become success conscious. Joseph Murphy, your subconscious mind has ways you know not of. It knows only the answer. You must not dictate the method or the means, but state the end and let it take care of itself. When you pray for something, do not dwell on the obstacles or wonder how it will happen. Trust that the infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind will bring it to pass in the right way. Ernest Holmes. We must learn to trust the law, to have faith in it, to believe that it will answer. The way it operates is its own affair. We are not to dictate the how, but we must state the what and let it work. All things are possible in the infinite mind, and nothing is too great to be accomplished. But we must not think of the limitations of the way it is done unto us as we believe. Don't you see? Don't you see how people have been screaming at us to, what is your desire? Be clear about what you want. And from there, your only concern is to start showing up as that version of yourself or embodying that state of consciousness, focusing on the wish fulfilled. Everything else from there will be taken care of. So literally, if you show up every day and do your best to be who you want to be. So if you're manifesting a specific person, if you're manifesting love, then you want to be the version of yourself who is in a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. That's who you are. And you do your best to show up and be and embody this new identity. Every single thing you're experiencing is a part of leading you to that outcome. So all the crap in the middle is never our concern. So for all the times that you're looking at reality and you're deciding that your reality hasn't changed enough and doesn't look like it's working, don't you see that's you making a decision based off something that you don't know about? You don't know what the blueprint to your desire is. You don't know what it looks like. So what are you comparing it to? You're comparing it to your own ideas of how it should come, and those are not where our attention should be.